All right, is that all connected? I think we're good to go. All right. Hey Rockstar, Steve aka Void here, and today I want to talk to you about playing along with records when it sounds off and you know that something's wrong, but you don't necessarily know what it is. Now, before we get into that, if you want my help to learn songs faster, to learn songs on demand, and just really become an independent learner on guitar in the crazy landscape of 2019 and beyond, then definitely check out playfromdayone.com, add your name to the waiting list, answer a few quick questions about your guitar playing, and I'll reach out if it feels like it might be a good fit to work together and have me help you to play songs faster. So, today we're going to be talking about something that I think might be something you don't even know is happening or why it's happening. Now, tell me, does this sound familiar? When you're playing along with records, well, hopefully you're playing along with records, right? Now, this is one of the techniques that I really I encourage you to explore when you're playing guitar. Play along with your favorite records so that you can work on your timing, work on your tuning, work on the overall groove and flow of your playing, and also have a great time. Play along with records. That's the best way to do it. You don't need a metronome. They'll be your metronome, and you'll have a lot of fun doing it. But sometimes when you play along, you might find that it sounds off, okay? And I have a lot of students who send me videos and they might say, something's wrong here. They don't know what it is necessarily, but they're like, something's wrong here. Now, I'm assuming that your guitar is in tune, okay? So as long as your guitar is in tune and you're playing with the song that's supposed to be in standard tuning, then it should be okay. But every once in a while, especially with songs before, I would say 80s, probably 60s, 70s, 80s, maybe even 50s, like anything before the 80s, you'll encounter this issue where you're gonna play and it doesn't quite sound right, okay? And the reason for that, often it's not you, okay? It's actually because the record isn't in standard tuning. The record is technically out of tune. And what I mean by out of tune is that it's not up to what we consider standard tuning, which is A440. Okay, somewhere along the line, they, the powers that be, they decided that A440 is what the tuners will tune to. So every tuner that you tune to is set to A440. Standard tuning is A440, and the only problems that you'll encounter are really those classic rock records where the guys probably just got into a room and they probably just tuned their guitar. They tuned to each other. I know this is what Van Halen did. Bands like AC/DC, this is what they did. Get into a room and they tune to each other. And that's a problem. I mean, they made these classic records, but it's a problem for you when you're playing along with the record, because no matter what, when you play, you're going to be it's going to sound out of tune. It's going to sound bad. And specifically when I talk about standing on stage with the band, imagining you're on stage with the band, you let them do the heavy lifting. If you're playing along, whether you're playing exactly what's on the record, whether you're just playing some power chords or some single notes, it's going to sound off and you're going to think that you're doing something wrong. So that's what's called a false negative. You're not doing anything wrong. It appears that you're doing something wrong, but it's not you. So here's what to do about it. First of all, I'm curious if this has ever happened to you. You played along with a record, it didn't sound right. Let me know in the comments. But the first solution is the easiest solution. The first one is that you go to YouTube and you search for the song title, and then you search A440. So A440. Okay, it's all together. The letter A, 440. So A440. So some examples of this from my students in the past. So Highway to Hell, Mary Jane's Last Dance, Still Loving You by the Scorpions. These songs, they're in standard tuning, but they don't sound good when you play along with it because they're not in tune. The record isn't in standard tuning. So what you got to do is you got to look for, and this you can find this on YouTube, if you search Highway to Hell A440 or Highway to Hell retuned, or Highway to Hell, what's another way that they would write it? Perfect tuning would be another way. So perfect tuning or retuned. I usually search A440. So Highway to Hell A440, Mary Jane's Last Dance A440, Still Loving You A440. Okay, and then what'll happen is that version of the song, you can play along with that, and you should be able to lock in with the record as long as your guitar is in tune. Okay, that's the simple solution. And this is I'm telling you, like, even if you have on iTunes, like if you have a song on iTunes or on Spotify, that doesn't matter that you're paying for the song. It matters that the song was recorded a certain way, especially like the Beatles. Beatles songs are definitely a lot of them are not in tune. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure that you search A440, so the song title and then A440. Sometimes what happens when you're searching for songs, it might just be that the person who uploaded the song, it may have been a problem with the upload, so that may have put it out of tune. So always search first for a song and try to play along with it. A couple of different sources. Try different sources. See if you get the official channel and see if you can play along. If it sounds off and you know your guitar is in tune, then it might be a song that has this problem, this little glitch. And worst case, you could always reach out to me and I could confirm this for you. But if you want to solve this on your own, then you search for the song title and then you put A440 right after. So Highway to Hell, A440. That's the easy way. Now, the second solution, if you can't find something on YouTube and maybe you reached out to me, I would probably recommend that if I didn't just do this for you, then what you can do is you can load it up in Riff Station, if you have a software like Riff Station, and you can actually fine tune the tuning. There's like a little dial on the right hand side where you could fine tune the tuning. So maybe it's a little bit lower, maybe it's a little bit higher. Usually it sounds almost in, but it's going to be just a little lower, so you turn the dial a little bit, maybe to like 11 o'clock or to 1 o'clock. Okay, and that'll just bump it up. It'll compensate for whatever the tuning is, whether it's A442 or A436, something like that. But it's not A440. Okay, it's a very strange situation, but this probably happens to you more than you think, and it's because the people who recorded that record, they just didn't tune to A440. All right, so let me know in the comments if this has ever happened to you. If you need any help, please reach out to me. I read every single comment. And we'll reply either at the source, or I'll do that in another video. If you enjoyed this video and you want my help to help you learn songs faster, to learn songs on demand, then definitely check out playfromday1.com. Add your name to the waiting list. Answer a few quick questions about your guitar playing, and I'll reach out to you if it feels like a good fit. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.